Hey Jags, it's Evelyn bringing all of you at home with TJTV on December 17th, 2020. This week is Guest Star Week, so let's kick today off with some holiday jokes from our first guest star, Miss Clarine.
Are you ready for some Christmas jokes with Miss Clarine? What do you call Santa when he stops moving? Santa Paws! Why was the little boy so cold on Christmas morning? Because it's December! What comes at the end of Christmas Day? A letter Y, of course. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes, because they're great. And last but not least, what does an elf study in school? The alphabet, of course. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thanks for those funny jokes. Now let's go over to Mrs. Y to learn how to make fancy layered drinks.
Hello, Jaguars. I'm Ms. Y, and I teach science here at Toby Johnson. And, I'm not into fancy things normally. I like things that are functional, but I also like variety in my life. So around the holidays, sometimes I get a little bit fancy. And one of the things I like to get fancy with is some fancy layered drinks. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's using our knowledge of density that allows us to layer these drinks. So you're going to need a glass, and you're going to need some different vegetable juices. So I have Welch's 100% grape juice. I've got some Simply orange juice, and I've got some strawberry banana V8 Fusion. We're going to start with the grape juice first. Right, so here's the grape juice. You can pour it into this glass. Now, if you can find a glass that's on the narrow side, that is helpful. Okay, so this one's narrow at the bottom. So the first one there with the grape juice, that's the easy part. Okay, but we're gonna have to be patient and skillful on the next section here, because we're gonna add a layer on top of this grape juice. So the grape juice is going to be the most dense of our liquid, and it's because it has a whole bunch of sugar, all right? In general, the more sugar is in each serving, the more dense the liquid's going to be because it has more stuff in it, all right, guys? So let me grab our next layer. Ideally, you're going to want some kind of a baster, okay, and a spoon. Orange juice, that's good. And by the way, all the liquids should be the same temperature. Okay, so make sure they're either all refrigerated or all room temperature, one or the other. I have mine all refrigerated. And here's where it gets tricky, guys. And you're gonna have to be very patient to make the layers. You're gonna put your spoon right here, right above the other liquid. And then you're gonna start slowly adding the next layer. Layer, and we'll have our beautiful 3-layered fancy schmancy drink. So again, carefully put the spoon enjoy experimenting with the density of liquids and creating some fancy schmancy drinks over the holiday, kids. All right?
Wow, I will definitely have to try making those over the break. Thanks, Mrs. Y. Lately, people have been getting really creative with their holiday decorations. Let's go over to Mrs. Middlebrook to see some.
Well, hey, this is Mrs. Middlebrook, and I don't know if you've noticed, but this year people are going crazy getting decked out for the holidays. So I'm going to show you a few things that I had seen that are pretty cool. Let's go. First, this one is for all of you doggy lovers. This looks like a candy cane sort of theme. A couple of reindeer. And check this out, we have Santa on the right. It looks like he's fishing. And then on the left, we have this really cool snow globe. These guys have some glittering trees. These guys have a tree in the second floor, and it looks like it's changing colors. Here it looks like we have a doggy, and we have Frosty. And who do we have here? We have Santa. Here it looks like we have the Minions that are stuck on Christmas. How cool is that? Here it looks like we have Baby Yoda on the right, and it looks like a mini Darth on the left. And he said, "I find your lack of presence disturbing." Cool. So we have Mickey and Minnie and a polar bear. Santa and his sleigh. This one has all kinds of critters, from Snoopy with a fireplace. And let's see, we have Mickey and Minnie. Well, I think this one is my favorite of all because here we have Charlie Brown next to Snoopy's little house. I don't know if that's Pigpen on the left or that's Linus. And then we have a skating rink, and in the skating rink we see Snoopy, we see Linus with his blanket, we see Woodstock, and then next to him we see Sally with some snowballs getting ready to do a snowball fight. We've got Lucy in the penalty box. I'm sorry, is that Lucy? Yeah, that's Lucy in the penalty box. And then Schroeder on the piano and another young man, I don't remember his name. And so these are all some fun characters. Well, I hope you enjoyed some things that I have seen in some homes around. And yeah, hope you have a nice night.
I loved that last one. Which one was your favorite, Jags? Anyway, let's head over to see which book Mrs. Gutierrez recommends that you read over the break.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Gutierrez. I teach Hornets 8 Bridge at Toby Johnson Middle School. And my favorite book that I read as a child is Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. If you haven't read it, you probably should. It's about a young boy named Max who goes on some wild adventure. Have a great holiday break.
I remember that book. You should definitely check it out if you haven't yet, Jags. Now let's see what our last guest star, Mrs. Bradley, is up to during the holiday season.
Okay, we just finished hanging up our Christmas lights, and we're gonna come show you what they look like, because now it's dark. We hung them all the way up and over there. We hung them up on our porch. I just want to show you our front porch and what we decided to do with it. We put some lights tangled around the porch. We also put some fun little battery lights in on our table. We put our little Christmas tree outside, and we even decorated the inside of the house. Here's our Christmas tree. We even do a nativity set. Ta-da!
Some other fun things we like to do during Christmas time is, build some gingerbread houses. Now, we do not build them from scratch, just so you know. But we like to buy a box of pre-made gingerbreads, which come with the frosting and all the decorating, and our family does that together. So this last weekend we got together and we built the gingerbreads, and so this is how they turned out. This was mine. This is This is Rebecca's. And this is Emily.
Thanks for showing us, Mrs. Bradley. Well, that just about wraps up today's episode. Tune in tomorrow for another amazing episode of At Home with TJTV. Stay safe, Jags.